Oh, there's a chest over there.
Damn, I'm good.
Now then, what if... Oh, no, don't kill him yet. I want one more turn.
With the help of the half-demon malady,
I was thinking I could
woken escape through the veil
teleport
that
over
separates life from death.
and loot the chest. Damn. One more turn, and that was going to come together.
The air here has a familiar smell, like the place you grew up. Old memories begin to well within you, but the sweet sour smell of decay suddenly punctures them.
This looks familiar. Look around, realise you've been here before.
A faint creaking sounds in the distance.
Some sort of tree of life with bodies hanging from it.
Is that a tree?
Get ready for the longest conversation in the game. Okay. Spirit vision. Would have been nice if it had just teleported me in down there where I need to go.
Must be a way across.
Aha, the old leap of faith. Getting tired of leaps of faith.
Relic. The gods, are they dead? How can this be?
Guessing having all the gods dead is probably not a good sign. I'm having that source point though. Duna, god of dwarves.
Ever-tightening cursed branches constrict the great dwarven god Duna. His eyelids flutter, and his face, bluish and bloated, nods. Ralik hangs limp from the tree, cursed branches constricting him, snake-like from foot to shoulders. His helmeted head hangs slack at his side, but a barely audible wheeze rasps from his lips.
Hurry!
I'm going to guess then that we are going to have to free through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 quests to the game. Each of these gods.
Amadia hangs before you, her face cut and bruised,
Only your god?
her
Oh,
chest
okay.
barely moving. You think you lean in. That's no tear. It's source. The shimmering liquid is seeping from her wounds and dripping to the ground below her.
Okay, is there anything I'm supposed to do? Oh, it's cursed. All right, obviously I need to use bless. I could actually then free all of them. Champion of the gods.
As the cursed branches slither away from Ralik, he raises his head. Green eyes glint with sudden fire from behind his helmet.
Are we the first? The others, do they hang still upon the tree?
He strains at the ethereal ropes that bind him, resisting their grip.
You must make haste. I am bound, but not defeated. Not yet.
What the hell happened here?
This is not the work of fate. It is the work of the void. It will come for our people. It will destroy us all. You are my chosen. Now you must become the champion of our kind. The champion of humanity. I have survived our enemies. You must do more than that.
I've learned a great deal since we last met. I am ready. No, I don't think I am. Okay, but where to begin?
You have already unleashed some of the powers locked within you. But there is a great well of possibilities still untapped. You cannot stop until you ascend to the highest heights of your power. You cannot stop until you become divine.
Okay, who or what can teach me what I need to learn?
He opens his mouth to respond, but stops and tilts his head, listening for something you cannot detect.
I hear the void. I hear it calling. I hear it laughing. It's coming. It's here. If it finds you here, if it finds you.
Ralik's face twists in fear. He opens his mouth as if to scream, but no sound comes out. White-hot cold pierces your heart like a blade. You are frozen to the spot. The burning cold pumps through you like a curse, and then...
It's over. Interesting.
What's happened here? Where is everyone?
Oh, God. It's not where I thought we were.
The same troubled look is visible on each face. You've seen the gods beaten and defiled, strung up as a warning.
Wish I'd had time to go and suck up some more sauce somewhere else. The Void did that to the gods? What chance do the likes of us have?
The Void has been pushed back before by the power of mortals. The gods couldn't handle it. But maybe we can.
I've got my weapon. I've got my wits. And now, I've got a new enemy. If the Void wants me, well, I say let it come. I'm ready.
I had dreams of what I should say if I saw the Seven Lords once more. But that was a nightmare.
I do like the team I've got. I've got a nice gang here. Can you free them all if you... I think as soon as you free the curse, it jumps into the conversation, doesn't it? So we're still having this spirit vision, are we? Tell me, what shall I do? Is anyone up here at the prow of the ship? Oh, hang on. Can I talk to this?
This place is strange. I cannot bear you away from here. You must find other means so that we can leave.
Okay, and by what means can we get out of here?
The one who brought us here. The demon that wears the face of my kin. Only she can set the course back to the land of the living. She is here still. I can feel her.
Who's she referring to? Demand to know what happened to all of the others who are on board.
Death washed over me as we entered this place. I felt many lives extinguish in a single moment. But others still draw breath. They are sheltering below decks.
I'm just hoping Gareth's still alive. I don't know why. I quite like the guy. It'd be a shame if he snuffs it already. Best main story, according to you, is Loza. I will definitely play as one of the characters rather than making up a custom one next time I play through. Okay, who have we got down here? Take a look over here. If I was going to shelter in a world of death, I would go and shelter in the tavern. But there's nobody here. It could be further down, I suppose. Where was the next? It might be down there. Let's just, while I'm up this end, I'm going to go down, 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 deeper and down. Aha. Oh no, that's me. Dallas' stateroom. Well, he's gone for now. Unless... let's just make sure they're not in the pit of despair down here. And they're not, so that's okay. Oh, hang on. Right, well, this is clearly where we need to be. You think Sabine mocked her god for being weak? That sounds like Sabine. She, I haven't obviously got to know the character very well yet.
I can't keep this up much longer. We need to go.
But, yeah, she seemed to have a bit of a sharp personality, shall we say. Wait, I have questions.
There's no time. I can't hold us here. Brace yourself. This might hurt. A lot.
That's a lot of XP. Ah, okay. So we didn't kill everything.
The chill of the Hall of Echoes clung to the Lady Vengeance
I get it now.
as it returned to the shores of Reaper's Coast.
That's one hell of a way of fast travelling, though.
The Godwoken were alive, but what of the gods?
Yeah, Wickrack, I'm leaving those beers alone. Who knows who's had their lips on those bottles? So we didn't actually kill everyone in the fight on the ship. Malady actually whisked us away somewhere else. Curious. I thought that she'd done something which had killed those last two Geists.
Solid ground materializes beneath your feet. Your weight falls back into your body all at once, and bright sunlight stings your eyes.
People are still alive, though, so that's good.
As your eyes adjust, you realize you're still aboard the Lady Vengeance. A gust of fresh sea air caresses you, and warm sunshine prickles your skin.
Oh, one moment, please. Oh, just
Nice.
a moment.
Malady explodes in a fit of retching that racks her body. At last, she sneezes and expels a glob of something shiny and silver onto the deck.
Curious.
It wriggles quickly off the siding and plummets into the sea with a splash.
Gross, and also curious.
Better. Let's not do that again anytime soon.
Yeah, what just happened back there?
Well, we needed to escape, didn't we? So I took us the one place I was quite certain Dallas couldn't follow. I suppose you recognized the Hall of Echoes from those visions you'd had before. Realm of the dead, realm of divinity. I do hope you learned something useful on our little field trip.
I'm not so sure. I met one of the gods again, and they seemed pretty desperate.
Desperate how?
I'll tell you once you answer some of my questions.
Oh, fine. 1, spooky magic. 2, only half a demon, actually. My mother was a bitter elf named Loda. 3, just a bit of leftover effluvia from the spell. 4, more than I can count. 5, something too horrible to mention by the light of day.
Okay, that pretty much sums up all the questions I had.
And now that I've answered every question a sane person could conceive to ask of me in this moment, let's carry on. What did you see?
I'm going to just tell her. Everything I saw in the Hall of Echoes.
I see.
Projectile fluids become the norm. It's a game of vomitus.
So, your god seemed uncharacteristically frightened, told you the void was coming, and that only you could ascend to divinity, after which you felt a cold deep within you. Well then, it sounds like you need to ascend, doesn't it? And quickly.
I think she's mocking me, chat. I think she's taking the piss.
She inspects her fingernails with great attention, then looks up at you from under an arched eyebrow.
Did they mention how you were meant to become the next divine?
I admit they were somewhat vague at that point.
Well, luckily for you, Mama Malady is here to help. We already know you can bless, but as far as I know, you can neither see source nor take it as you see fit.
Well, I sort of can with that purge thing I've got from Brachus Rex's gear. She does have the power to mock me, yeah. we can't dispute that.
I may not know much about divinity, but I do know that any godwoken worth their salt will know how to perform all these so fantastic feats. You need to go see the Meister.
Let's see. Well, you can think again. I've cast source spells before, and I've taken source in order to do so.
As have I, but not in the ways a true godwoken can. Forget those ghastly little jars and wands to which small people must resort.
He's definitely mocking me now.
You ought to be able to see and speak to the spirits that wander our realm, and you ought to be able to extract the source they leave behind, too. All this just by your little old onesie. No devices, no gimmicks. When you're done, you'll be able to amass and unleash quantities of source so great that Lucian himself would blush.
That doesn't necessarily sound good, though.
I quite look forward to seeing it.
And where can I find this Meister?
She's got one of those things in Driftwood. You know, the building where people go and they do things inside of it? Home, that's it. She's got a home in Driftwood.
I do like the characters and the writing in these games.
Give me your map. There you are. Tell her I sent you and she'll handle the rest.
She's got the air of someone who's had to go through the typical RPG storyline of finding a hero to save the world a dozen times before. And she just can't be arsed.
You're at the beginning
I
of a
quite
long
like it.
journey, Godwoken. Long, but exceedingly interesting. Now, I must be going, and so must you.
And where are you going to?
Shopping.
Okay. How can I get to shore?
Why, our faithful little sloop, of course. We can all ride together. Won't that be terribly fun? Before you go, if I'm not back by the time you find out where our journey takes us next, you can call me back here. Tell the ship. She'll know how to summon me. And in the unlikely case you don't manage to do whatever it is you'll need to do to become what you need to become, you could call me, but I would be grateful if it doesn't come to that.
So if we get stuck, we can call her. Okay. All right. Interesting. You think I should do some optimization in the mirror? Like one character has pet pal talent, same as you. I mean, it does make it useless, you're right. Unless I need to split the party, say with Beast, for example, who's often getting teleported across somewhere to then go and talk to someone. I'm not going to worry about it too much. I'm not going to min-max the characters. I'm just going to take it as I find it in my first playthrough. And then certainly if I was playing at a higher difficulty level, I'd be worried about getting every ounce of advantage I can out of things. But for now, I think we'll just take it as we see it, unless I see a situation where I desperately think, right, I need to go and change that. I'm assuming we can come back to the ship and change that throughout the game, eh?
Damn it, is nowhere safe. Red-robed lunatics at sea, those void-woken seedlings in the swamp. It all points to the great acorn. It's coming, Quercus!
Oh, the whole party shares the pet pal perk? Ah, right, okay. I thought it was only the... Are you sure? Because I think I've used one that didn't have it to talk. And they do share some perks, but not all, I've noticed. I'm not sure about that. Maybe we'll test it out somewhere.
What if it's too late, hmm? What if the Knights of Dre are too far ahead in their plans?
The Knights of Dre? Who are they?
At least here, our shield's ignorance can be forgiven, Quercus. The Knights of Dre do not go out of their way to boast about their existence.
The Knights of Dre. Dre is a squirrel's home. Very squirrel-related, all this. Oak trees and Dre's.
You know their order, my friend. Mystic Squirrel Knights, sworn to the great acorn, trying to bring about its return.
The squirrel absent-mindedly runs a paw over Quercus's spine. The air fills with the sound of soft, dusty purring.
Oh, you think it might be Dr. Dre? Oh, we might be in for some beats then.
They plan to inherit the everlasting forest once the acorn drops, and the world is rid of all giants. They believe that only the arboreal will, and should, survive.
You're working on a spell, right? Something that will stop these knights and defeat the acorn?
It thinks we are sitting here twiddling our paws, Quercus. Perhaps we haven't succeeded yet, but we have other worries.
I think I've
The
upset
Knights of Dre are a dangerous, dangerous order. Lunatics with a single-minded devotion to bringing about the end of the world. Together, Quercus, we can develop some magic to save us from the great acorn, if our shield can keep us alive. Yes, it has done an admirable job so far. It certainly lasted longer than I thought it would.
Oh, ye of little faith.
But does it understand that we could be wiped out at any moment? Does it understand the risk?
Roll your eyes. No, you want the entire speech again from the start.
It's an idiot, Quercus. Still, it would be a shame to see any harm come to it. Here's a little something I uncovered in my research.
The squirrel reaches out and touches your ankle, sending a hot flush rippling through your body. Your mind's eye sees new potential spells swirling before it.
Oh, what have we got here?
Now, listen carefully, Shield. The plan is thus. Do not die.
They have used some awesome voice actors for this. You could easily listen to an audiobook read out by this guy. A children's audiobook or something. He's just got the voice for it. It's fantastic. Sir Laura needs to learn social distancing. I think they all could do with learning social distancing. I think half of our country could learn that, to be honest.
Bargain, we might just have a chance to complete our research. We might make it yet, Quercus.
They bleed fire skill book. Oh, hang on. He's given me that twice, I think. And once again, I cannot see where the hell that's gone. I'm sure he gave me that before, you know. Oh, hang on, I know where it's gone. It'll have gone into where the backpack full of books are, won't it? Was it Fane? No, I've not already got this. Okay. But it hasn't gone in there, clearly, because I thought... I was sure... Oh, hang on, I should drop that in. Was that the right one? Damn, I can't remember now. Perfect. There's yet another one. Farsight Infusion. And another one. Good God, I've got spell books all over. Death Wish. Oh yeah, I didn't use that in the end, did I? Right, drag that in. Unless I've got some more of these, have I? That's some pretty epic sounding music in the background. Bleed Fire skill book. It's gone to Iffin's character for some reason. Enemies will bleed fire when hit. Reduces fire resistance by 20%. Creates a small fire surface beneath each target and ignites surfaces in the air. So I need Pyrokinetic and Polymorph 1. Resisted by magic armor. Well, it sounds useful, but I mean, it's not quite the skill set I was taking on that character. Squirrel is the same voice actor as the narrator. I'll have to listen to the narrator next time. I really do have some respect for voice actors. I mean, I think I could maybe narrate a book or read an audiobook out. But to actually be able to do the voice acting of parts, to put on the different accents and things, I find that incredibly difficult. You know, like when you watch a TV show and there's a guy in it. We'll take Line of Duty, for example. Who's seen that? With Steve Arnott. And he's got this sort of, this London accent thing going on. And then you watch him in something next week, Traces, also on the BBC, crap, don't bother watching it, and he's got this Scottish accent going on. You suddenly realise, wow, okay, I have no idea where the actor actually comes from and what his real voice sounds like. It's a talent that it just, I don't know, I just think it's awesome.
I've plenty of fighters for hire. Oh, I see.
We don't need to hire no stinking fighters. To the beach. To the beach. This says... Doesn't say beast. Oh, it does say beast. It's moving with me. Okay, maybe I need to speak to beast here.
Not much of a landlubber, but sometimes I get no choice in the matter. Besides, there's business to take care of.
Ask what he makes of the gods, the tree, and everything. Is a London accent different than an English accent? Yeah, it is. I mean, there's so many different accents around England. I don't know what you class as the typical English accent. Only that which you see in Hollywood films, I suppose. Which is often Americans trying to put on an English accent and making it sound like they think we're from some 1940s war film or something like that. So yeah, but the London accent is from down south is very different. Benedict Cumberbatch, he does do a ton of voice work. He did Smaug the Dragon, or Smaug the Dragon, didn't he, in the Hobbit movies. He's been in lots of things, actually. What do you make of the gods and the tree and everything?
I don't know. I've never been one for worshipping. I always figured if Duna really existed, he'd show himself. I mean, am I really supposed to ask some invisible dwarf in the sky to grant world peace? Or give me a pony? Yeah, it sounded like a waste of time to me. But, then he showed himself. He said he could help me free our people if I helped him. And I left with more questions than when I started.
And what do you suggest we do next?
Malady said this Meister lady's the key, so we follow her lead.
Beast pauses for a moment to consider whether he's forgotten anything important.
I'd also appreciate it if we dealt with this Lohar fella. He's the key to unlocking this mess Justinia's made.
Lohar and Justinia? Who the hell are they? About the Queen.
So, there's some things you ought to know about me. I'm sort of... kinda royalty. I mean, I never wore a crown. Not with diamonds in it, anyway. I once stuck a wreath on my head and... Oh, sorry. I need to stop with that whole tangent thing. Anywho, let's just get it out there. I'm a bastard. The literal kind. And the other kind. The royals weren't all great with me, and I weren't too great with them.
King Beast.
To make an overlong story over short, I started the rebellion and got caught and exiled to an island prison. Like Fort Joy, but 10 times worse. I would have died there too, if one of Justinia's ships hadn't sailed so close. So, I kinda took it, and off I went. Cool, right?
I think it's probably more to the story than that.
And then I came upon the Victory. Nice ship. The royal sailors walked the plank as well as you could hope for. And that's where I found the notes. Right there in the open. Next to the manifest.
And what did the notes say?
Let's see how quick I can be. Queen Justinia's ordered some dwarf named Lohar to ambush a ship called the Peacemaker and take its cargo. Whatever's on it, she's using it against the rebels. She calls it Operation Downfall. Pretty ominous, eh? So, yeah, hoping to find this Lohar fellow and stop the Operation Downfall thing. And there you have it. Tangent-free. Mostly. Well, not mostly. A little. Okay, not at all.
Excellent. Okay, we're getting involved in that. That sounds good. Okay, well, the quest's gone, so that's nice. It did want us to talk to Monsieur Beast. Let's go talk to Tarquin now. I should probably save this. I haven't saved it in ages. Do you guys like the Hobbit movies then? I didn't. I'm a huge fan of the book. In fact, it's probably... Maybe it is still my favourite book of all the ones I've read. But did not like the movies. Loved the Lord of the Rings films.
I hadn't
but not the Hobbit.
realized I was in such illustrious company when we met before. Most fascinating, the things I've been hearing about you.
Before we go any further, do we have crap to sell? I'm going to sell these. Not that one, because that sounds quite useful. Sell that. I'm going to sell the Night Sky Amulet. Cups. Pictures. Yes. I love the stuff I loot. Just clean out everywhere I go. Always going to be someone daft enough to buy it from me. Ka-ching! We'll have that. Anything more? I don't know. I feel like I want to keep that. It suits him. Keep it for now. We're in the same situation there. And probably there. Right. Okay. That's good. And what have you heard about me, Tarquin?
That you're, how did Malady put it again? A god-woken. Yes, that's it. Quite remarkable if it's true.
Does this alter your opinion of me somehow?
Tarquin pauses, taking you in. Genial smile and calculating eyes.
We may not have always seen perfectly eye to eye, but that would be the makings of a truly dull relationship anyway, don't you think?
Well, generally I prefer to be friends with my friends.
I'm sure I'll win you over, in time.
Still not sure about it. Remark that many aboard the ship died during recent ordeals. How is it that you survived?
Why, it was your ally, Malady, who spared me. She claimed that I might be of some use yet. Rather flattering to enjoy the favor of such a powerful being.
Okay, we're good. We're good. Let's go to town and run the coast. You hated the movie's CGI? Should have been 2 movies at most. Yeah, I think they could have fit it in one. It didn't need to be expanded into a trilogy, having extra stuff added in. I don't think that really added anything to it whatsoever. Why have we landed in a pool of poison? What a place to come and land. Yeah, the Hobbit ones are just... They're such a shame. The book is excellent. It's actually... It is a children's story. It's really good. I'm still happy to read it now. I read it to my kids who are now 13 and 14, but I read it to them last year, I think. Probably for the second time. And it's still really good. Is that just a pile of dead fish? There's someone down there. I'm kind of curious to go and see who it is. This is somewhere new. Do I want the fish? I'm not going to take all the fish I find. Right, this is interesting. We're getting over there, definitely. See if these lot can weave their way through. And they can, apart from Fane, who just doesn't give a shit. There's piles of dead fish everywhere. Where is that character, though?
The angelic figure stands upon a mosaic that depicts a dragon or a leviathan.
Touch the globe the figure is balanced upon.
You no longer look without, but within. You understand where your path must take you.
Oh, we can go straight there. Cool. Right, well, somebody ran off down there, and I'm going to find them. I was hoping that the Battle of the Five Armies was going to be quite good at the end of the Hobbit thing, but when we had Billy Connolly's dwarf come in riding a pig, I just thought, no. Nope. 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 He was riding a pig in that, wasn't he? Fishing, fishing, empty bottle. Fancy bottle of beer. I'm going to drink that. I've never drunk a bottle of beer, or pretty much anything in this game. Let's see what amazing stuff this does. Drunk! Instantly drunk. That is one hell of a bottle of beer. Doesn't last very long, though. Why am I piling through the poisons and stuff here?